Good morning and welcome to Morning Coach. Today, I am so glad you're with us. Hey, it's JB. It's August 19, 2024. It is a Monday, and we are rock and rolling. I hope you're having a great day. Episode 5428. Excited to have you here today, and we're going to have a great topic this week about building self-confidence. Okay, so we're going to get into that today, and we're going to have fun with that. But before we do, a couple things. Remember your morning ritual. Take time for self-care. Listen to CoachCast. Get those 7 Ps in order. Have the right perspective. Set the right priorities. Focus on improved performance. Have patience. Have great posture. Stay present and persist. Really important. It's funny I picked 7 Ps because when you're recording, we have a pop filter because P's are one of the hardest things to do to keep out because you have that PP. So now we have 7 P's. Boy, I'm really making it hard on my equipment here. Then we want to organize our planner. As always, make sure we're doing that. If you're using a companion, take a picture, send it in. And then, of course, stop by the community for accountability, questions, and support. This week, we got a big one. I told you we're going to be doing self-confidence. So we've got that. We've got our book study with the Go-Giver tomorrow. We're having a lot of fun with the book study. Wednesday, we've got putting yourself out there and how we do that when we're introverted, or how do we get out there a little bit. Thursday's an Ask JB. I've got this idea or this question, and how do I connect with others? We're going to talk about that. We've got some big stuff going on with the community. I'm doing special emails and special coach casts for that, so keep an eye out for those. I don't want to bring all that information into what we're doing, but there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's really important because it's extremely valuable to you to have that, what we're doing, okay? So just so you know, keep an eye out for some special emails. If you're not getting our emails, make sure you send an info at morningcoach.com and listen for special coach casts. I'll just put them up, and you'll see it pop up in your feed. Big one here. So we're going to be doing that on Thursday. Then Friday, we've got finding the right task that lead to revenue. We're going to have a good one with Financial Friday there. Obviously, Dr. Paul on Saturday. And then Sunday, we're going to talk about understanding confidence in deeper purposes, that life mission that gets you going. So I'm excited about this week. Also excited about the next couple weeks because we're working on the planner. So if there's something that you would like to see in the daily planner, let us know in the community. Really important because we're building it out. I'm working on a new upper page for page 2 that literally is a fitness page or a health page. So it's got flexibility, strength training, resistance training, water, your macros, and just a fitness area that you can go to and you can track certain things. We're designing that up right now in the journal area on the right side. So, we've got the left side, we've got all of our Sacred 6 information, and we're making a couple changes there to make it a little better. And then when you go to the next page, you just have that journal page. Well, instead of just having the journal page, we're actually going to add a little bit of a health area that's going to be, I think, really awesome into the planner. If there's something that you want, let us know. And then we've got a super secret thing going on that Jurgen is working on for us, who's just amazing. And that is a modular type planner and more coming on that. I don't want to get into a lot of that, but there is some really awesome things going. And I want to thank you. Because if it wasn't for you being a member and being here, we wouldn't be able to do this, right? And there's a lot of people putting a lot of effort behind the scenes in the community, something we'll talk about in the planner. And this is just our community, right? It's community driven. This is just isn't about me. It's a community. And I thank you. We're making it better as a community. And that's what I've always dreamed of. Okay, so I don't want to cover a lot of that here. I want to keep the energy going here. But there is somethting to be said, especially when we get in Wednesday, about connecting with others. Because the people that are here are amazing. And as we grow this coming into the fall, it's going to be awesome to connect with others. And I'll get into that Wednesday. But just want to thank you for being a part of this, your investment in the things that we're doing, whether it's your time, your money, your energy. It is helping us make this system better. And I thank you for that as we start this Monday. And pat yourself on the back. You may not think that's important, but I can't tell you how important that is. We're not the biggest community. We're not the biggest group. We're growing a little bit, but we're still a very small group of amazing people. And there's a reason for that. We don't want to be everywhere. We want to be with awesome people like yourself. Okay, so excited that we're rocking this, and there's some really great things coming as we get ready to go into 2025 that are going to create more tools for you, not only making the CoachCast, obviously working this to make it better, but a lot of things within the system itself, whether it's a community or our planner. So if you've got some planner ideas, please go in the community and say, hey, JB, I would like this in my planner. Okay. Or you can tell me this device. We're really focused on Remarkable too, but there are other devices out there, iPad, etc. But let us know. Okay. Excited. Okay. We're going to talk about self-confidence today. And one of the things I want to talk about, and I've been mentioning this the last few weeks, is we want to have self-confidence. We want to get out there without being narcissistic and creepy. I hear this from so many clients. I have a lot of really amazing people that I get the opportunity to talk to, whether it's in our community, personal clients, or in the mastermind. And one of the big reasons people don't have confidence and don't want to put themselves out there is because there's so many narcissistic, creepy things going on that they relate to that. And so it's a constant battle like, well, I don't want to put it out there because I don't want to be seen as narcissistic and creepy. And it's a challenge. I get it. And it's hard to be confident in yourself. Because it's like, wow, what if people say something? And they will. That's what makes it so hard. We're going to talk about my uniform, my style. And I talked about this the last couple of weeks that, every once in a while I'll put a fedora on and I wear it and it keeps the sun off me. And it's an old school thing. Not everybody wears a fedora, but I can pull it off. I can. I like wearing it. I'm comfortable. And I really don't care what anybody else thinks because I'm comfortable in it. I've been doing it for 10 years. Right? But there's a certain person at the golf course. I go out there and he goes, if you wear that fedora again, it's just going to drive me crazy. And if I listen to that person, then I would change my life. Like I would do things differently because of somebody else. I don't care what that person thinks. And that's why I can wear a fedora. I was watching a video on the Vibram 5-finger toe shoes. Remember those? I used to wear those like 10 years ago. And one of the things the guy was saying was, man, you have to be very special to wear those because people are going to look at you and think something about you. Who cares? I mean, it's amazing the world we live in that we all have this, we care about what other people think, right? Be unique, be you. And I get it though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get it. Especially our crowd, we're typically a little bit older. We're not the young, hip kids that are 20 years old anymore. We got a few. But understanding that, man, just be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be unique. You're not going to be narcissistic and creepy if you have your style. And we're going to get into that a little bit. But let's build some self-confidence today. How are we going to do that? Well, number one is we want to set some small goals and start tracking our wins. This is so important. We focus so much on the negative in our life. All of us do, especially people that come to Morning Coach. Anybody that's here at Morning Coach, we're more critical probably about ourselves than anybody else, okay? But when it comes to this idea of winning, a lot of times we don't stop and smell the roses. I know I don't enough. This is something I need to work on. And having small goals along the way and tracking those wins creates the momentum that you need in life. That's how you get confident. So it could be just something as much as making the bed in the morning. I have started setting really small self-care goals, and they're pretty big, but it's like working out, not drinking. These things are going great for me. And what's happening in my life is I'm getting healthier and the business is getting better. Opportunities are starting to present themselves because I'm setting small goals and I'm confident because I'm making those goals happen. Having the self-care goals and now getting into the running has really gave me something that I feel confident in. I know I can win most of my age bracket. And now I'm starting to get into some of the other age brackets. But I've always been the type of person that I want to compete against people that are at my age, right? And beat them. That's just me. That's the way I've always been. Even when I was in high school, I was like, okay, I'm a junior. I should be as good as all the juniors in high school. This was in football. I should be as good as all the juniors that are out there. And that's just my mentality. So it's like, okay, over 55, let's get better. Now, obviously, like in running, for example, there are marathoners and people have been doing their entire life. In golf, there are people that are 55 that are professionals that I'm not going to be better than. But I can at least focus on being elite at my age. That means, being a scratch golfer, which I can't right now because I'm working on my running. But I can work on the 7-minute mile and work on, getting better and faster and finding those things that I can put myself on and say, okay, wow, I'm getting there. And realize like the last race that I ran on the 15th was, last month, I can't remember the date of it, but I ended up top 15 of all the people. That was pretty cool in my little town. Now this coming up Saturday, I'm running in a half marathon, which I've never went that distance, and people are coming in for out of town. It's going to be tough. And I'd like to win, but I'd like to finish top 3 in my age group, which means I'm going to have to probably run a 7:30 or better. So it's fun, but it gives me something to feel confident about as I'm training and working towards that, right? So set small goals, things that you do. So if I get up in the morning, I make my bed and I do my morning routine and I get out there and do some training, I'm moving towards my goal. Okay, so set small goals that you can win and create the momentum with that. Okay, next thing is be kind with yourself with self-talk. This is a big one, and I think it's one that, again, if you're a morning coach person, most of us are very critical of ourselves. And I found out a lot about myself on the golf course because I really get negative. I'm like, you're an idiot. Why'd you hit that shot? And I really have had to work on that to find myself being positive and having the right expectations and being kind to myself. It's really important that self-love is the first love, and we've got to be kind. Watch that self-talk. You'll be more confident when you're your own coach, you're your own best friend instead of you being your worst enemy. And for many of us, we're our own worst enemy. One of my running coaches, that's a constant talk. Like, be your own coach. Be the one that's, patting yourself on the back. When you're out there, and that's why I'm starting to love this distance stuff, which I said I would never do. It's funny. If you go back and listen to CoachCast, I said I'd never run more than a 5K. But now that I do some of the distance stuff, it's like you're alone out there. You're alone with your thoughts. And one of two things is going to happen. You're going to give up. You're going to beat yourself up, or you're going to cheer yourself up, and you're going to say, hey, let's put on some Rammstein. Let's put on some Metallica. Let's put on some Pantera and turn it up a notch. Let's get going, right? Or you're going to say, oh, it hurts. I better pull over. I need some water. I need to slow down. You got to learn to coach yourself. It's awesome. That's going to help you move forward. But if you're beating yourself up, and I'm raising my hand, I do this. Not so much running, but on the golf course. And I got to do a better job of it. Be aware of your self-talk. Emotional intelligence here. Let's understand what we're saying to ourselves each day. And again, I bring this up a lot, but get a uniform. What is your style? I talk about mine, Diesel, Hugo Boss, Nike, or Kohan shoes. I already have it. I don't even need to think. I'm confident. I know I can show up on stage. I can show up somewhere. And if I need to be somewhere important, boom, I've got my uniform. Okay, so I want you to think about that. What is your style? What is your uniform? And then you want to get around supportive people. There is nothing better than this. I did a reel the other day, when I was running, and that day, it was a Saturday, there were a ton of people out, and everybody's running, and everybody's waving at each other as they're running by. Some people were in great shape. Some people were in not very great shape, but they're out there, right? And it's great, and you're just waving. It's so nice. When I run my races and you're running and everybody's yelling for you, it's awesome. We just had the Olympics. Did you see the Olympics, like the marathon? Like, everybody's just cheering. It's such a beautiful thing. God, the world would be so much better if everybody would support each other. And it's just so awesome to have that support. And I know how hard it is out there to do the things you want to do when you don't have the support. That's why we're investing so much time, energy, and money into the community. Because we want you to know, and I want you to know, you're not alone. That we are here to support you so you can have the confidence to go do things you normally wouldn't do. And we're building that. We're making things better for you. And all you have to do is participate. I know there's a lot of people that like to hide and just listen to Coach Cass and use our planner. But we're really doing some things within the community that I would love for you to jump into and be a part of. Why? Because you're going to get the support. But not only that, you can support others. You don't always have to be the one winning. Sometimes the best thing is to cry behind the scenes for somebody else. As a coach, there's nothing better. When you see one of your people that you've been working with succeed, there's nothing better than that. And you can be that person in our community. Just cheer somebody else on. When you see their success, be happy for them. It will change your life when you change looking yourself and you start helping others. A lot of people in the recovery community, that's how they succeed. They're selfish in the fact that they go help everybody else because by helping everybody else, they have their recovery. It's the same thing in life and success. It's the go-giver that we're talking about, right? If you go help everybody else, you're going to get what you want. Zig Ziglar taught me that years ago. You can always have what you want if you help other people get what they want. And you can live vicariously through others. You can celebrate their successes. I cry. I'll be honest. I see athletes. I see people here in Morning Coach succeed. And there's times I just have so much joy. I'm overwhelmed with joy because I know what it means to that person. It doesn't need to be my success. Yeah, it's fun. But gosh, I think I celebrate other people's successes more. And that's why my dream is to have a community of people that really support each other because I know how important it is. Okay, so get around supportive people. Okay, you want to take action and get used to stepping out of your comfort zone. You're going to build self-confidence by taking on the things that you don't want to do. I never wanted to jump in a cold plunge or run. Those are things I didn't want to do, but I got outside my comfort zone. There's mornings I don't want to get in that 42-degree water. It keeps getting a little bit colder every week. It's cold. But what it does is it gets me out of my comfort zone. I'm taking action, okay? And that builds self-confidence. And I really believe the cold plunge really does that. It's like I can take anything on. I'm in 42-degree water. I just ran 10 miles and jumped in 42-degree water. What did you do today? Right? And I have that confidence. It pushes me through. And then I see your success and other people's successes, and I just feel so great. My clients are just killing it right now. My private clients, I've never seen success like my private clients are having. It's the most exciting thing for me ever. I mean, I can't tell you how pumped I am. I am getting great at what I do. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited. And that's not bragging. That's not narcissistic. That's not creepy. That's just truth. Because I've been doing this a long time. I'm excited about it. Okay? A couple other things before we close today and get you out there to kick butt. Practice self-care. We talk about that every day. That's what we start our day with. But make sure you do that. That'll help you in your confidence. Focus on some of your strengths. What are you strong about? Let's get you out there and really get those strengths going. And build that belief. Build that belief. That's why we're here, to get you thinking differently, to get you believing, to get you out there, because you can do it. And again, if it's not for you, do it for somebody else. Do it for your family. Do it for your children. Do it for your neighbor. Do it for somebody in MorningCoach, because that's what it's really about. It's awesome to have success. It's awesome to have things work for you. It's even better when everybody else around you is succeeding. You just grow. That's how you grow. You don't grow by tearing everybody else down. A lot of people think that. But how you grow is getting a bunch of people around you and help them grow higher than you. Because you know what will happen? They will lift you up. And I'm here to lift you up today so that you'll live your best life. And that's what we're going to do this week. So go out there, kick ass, and let's make it awesome. And we've got a lot of resources coming for you. So make sure you reach out. Make sure you're touching base. You need something to plan or let us know. There's some awesome stuff going on in the community. There's more coming for that. Just keep your eyes open for everything that we're doing. And it's all because of you. I thank you. I love you. Go kick ass today.